Right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, global populations. Some Fisher here. So, oh well.
We're almost to 400 subscribers.
Yeah, we're almost to 400 subscribers. I've been stuck on 370 for God knows how long, so I can't see it happening anytime soon. But anyway, I've been trying to make this video roughly about 8 or 9 times now. So this is either attempt number 9 or number 10. So, number 1, what's this video about then? Seeing as I didn't tell you in the intro. And number 2, why is it taking me so many bloody damn times? Well, we're going to talk about Sam Bankman-Fried and the FTX scandal.
Wait, Dad.
And its collapse. Because what?
I was like the hedgehog.
Okay. Because it's quite an interesting story once you dig into the meat and potatoes of it all. Now, crypto and me are as far apart from each other as the earth is to the sun. Pretty damn fucking far. I don't trust crypto, never have. In my opinion, it's just a stealthy way of getting people used to digital currencies. This FTX scandal being just the way to crash that system before they bring in the CBDCs, pulling the plug on the pilot program, so to speak. But that's not what interests me. No, it's the people round SBF, as we'll call him, I think, because it's easier than saying Sam Bankman-Fried all the time. But it's the people around SBF, or rather, the things he's been dabbling in.
Huh?
Whilst he's had his little company up. You see, SBF was probably the fastest growing and youngest billionaire.
It says Merry Christmas.
It does, yeah. It's been seen, and people were likening him to the Warburgs or several other prominent banking families, JP Morgan. But that's not entirely true. You see, crypto's a funny old thing, and FTX was being viewed on like a bit like the central banking system that we have for our fiat currencies. Well, instead, this was more akin to a crypto sort of central bank. Now, SBF supposedly ran it like a central bank. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware of how the fractional banking system works. Essentially, banks can, well, it used to be that a bank, you give a bank £1, it'd be able to generate £9 off that £1, yeah, out of thin air. Now, because of the pandemic, they can do an infinite amount of money, as much as they want, and this is why the system's crashing. 90% of what the bank actually has in value is worthless. It's just fresh air. And this is the way that the system's been running for, well, since the 70s, mainly, when Nixon took the gold standard off the dollar and then had it tied to oil, basically, and then all hell broke loose. Well, SBF was doing sort of much the same thing. He was also involved in hearings to discuss regulations for crypto. Yeah? Isn't that interesting? He was very pally with the SEC chairman, who is a regulatory body for the financial sector in America. He was also very pally with Maxine Waters, who was the chairman of the hearings that she was actually, well, the committee that was doing the hearings that he was actually involved in. What?
Did you say Captain America?
No. I mentioned the country America, not Captain America. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, he was quite tight with them. Now this is where it gets sneaky. You see, SBF was said to have been the largest donor, the second largest donor to the Democrat Party next to George Soros. In fact, he was donating vast amounts of money, in the hundreds of millions. But there's a little bit of a strange thing about that, you see. Now everyone knows about the billions that the Democrat-led government in America has been sending over to Ukraine. So far it's in the range of about 120 million, I think, maybe more now. Well, this money that they sent to Ukraine, they were then investing into FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried's company. And then, funnily enough, Sam Bankman-Fried was making huge hundreds of millions of dollars donations to the Democrat Party. What that sounds like to me, now forgive me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like they've been cleaning the money. Now what's that word? What's that word I'm looking for? When you wash your money, or it seems like you're washing your money, or you're cleaning all the dirt from your cash. What's it called again? That's the word I'm looking for, money laundering. Aye. That's what it sounded like. Well, it seems he did this rather a lot. He was also sort of poster boy for the new generation in the West, the World Economic Forum, the apple of Klaus's eye. So with that in mind, he was donating to all the right charity foundations and giving away lots and lots of his money. Again, sounds like he's trying to clean it, yeah? Give it, it's climate activism, COVID-19 prevention, systemic racism, combating systemic racism, all the bullshit ones basically. These nonsensical and
I didn't fall.
No, you didn't, no. And sort of not really, what's the word I'm looking for? Not plausible, they're not plausible for a start, but not physically sort of, nothing tangible, that's the word, not really tangible, yeah? In other words, they're abstract concepts that are actually just matters of opinion more than anything else. So yeah, there was all that, the trans activism and blah blah, equality and equity and all that bullshit. So yeah, he's donated to all of that, massive amounts again. And again, this made him quite a sort of poster child figure for, like I said, for the West. But that's not all he was doing. No. He also had his hands, his fingers, dipping into biotechnology pies. And it's here where it gets interesting. You see, one of the main sort of research centres, shall I say, that he was investing in was one in Sweden. One that's owned, funded and run by the Wallenberg Foundation. Yeah, the Wallenbergs, yeah. That's biotech and AI obsessed Merovingian family foundation. Yeah. They were funding he was sort of funding the link copying, sorry, university's research into biotechnologies. It's just strange because the Wallenbergs did that. It's their university, so why were they taking donations from him? Well, they weren't. He was just giving that money back. Now we'll get into this more with my series on Merovingians, which will be coming soon, very soon. I'm going to take a break from Epic Wars and maybe Alien Tech. Call that series 1, and we'll start series 2 in the new year, I think, with Afghanistan. But we'll start on the Merovingians next, the next series, and Residence, CRISPR and Dreads, because they're both kind of interlinked. But it's an interesting sort of place. It's the Linköping University. He also had ties with Swedish intelligence. Oh yes, which is where he was brought into contact with the Rusaf Jalmsater, yeah? So another prominent Swedish Merovingian family, and Norwegian one as well, and a Bridgian one, and Finnish obviously. But so yeah, it was fairly regularly in contact with both of those, which makes it even more interesting, yeah? Especially when you consider what's been going on lately. I'm talking about the intelligence side. See, everyone's been shouting at America and shouting at the UK, even Ukraine, Russia, Israel, over the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. No one's really sort of taking a look closer to the area. The Swedes have been awfully coy about the information they have and the release of it, particularly to the Danes, whose shared waters it was in with the Swedes. Almost as if there was something that they didn't really want the Danish to know, or anyone else. So it makes you think, well, why won't they want them to know it? The European partners, after all. What was stopping them? See, it's a little known fact. The Swedes have a rather excellent special forces, particularly naval special forces. They're easily on a par with the SEALs, or our Marines, our Royal Marine Commandos, or even our SBS. They're more than capable of doing an operation in any seas, anywhere, and they've got the equipment to do it as well. More on that next time. Like, share, subscribe.
Wait.
Come on. See you later.